video is sponsored by Surfshark. Have we saved the best of Crete till last, or will a 5-day storm wreck our final week on this beautiful Greek island?
Crete is massive. Crete is incredible. Crete needs all of your time.
It's so pretty to look at.
It's time to go on one last adventure across the island, visiting places that mean a lot to both myself and Liam, plus probably one of the world's most important ancient sites, which has Liam talking about ley lines, pyramids and aliens again.
This is the city of Atlantis.
I didn't realise it was on my bucket list, but it is on my bucket list now because I'm going to tick it off today.
We've driven our camper van across the whole island, but will it be smooth sailing for us as we continue to try and find the best van life park hubs on Crete? We start today at an epic location where we've just parked our van for the night, and it's literally paradise.
Good morning and welcome back to the channel. We are still in Crete. Last time we saw you was on the south coast. We're now on the north coast on a place called Plaka, and this place is one of the best park hubs we've ever had. For the reason of, this is probably the closest we've ever parked to the sea, ever. Like literally a few steps and you're in crystal clear blue waters. But we're not here just for that. We are here for a very specific reason, special reason, and it's all to do with Janine. I'll get onto that in a second. But on the route here, going from south to north, it doesn't take very long at all because it's a sausage-shaped island. East to west takes ages. We actually stopped off halfway in a folk museum. Never been to a folk museum before. And this place was like a 300-year-old Crete mansion. And it's a very special place to stop because it had memorabilia there that was very, very interesting, and all to do with a book that I read many years ago called Natural Born Heroes. Now, this book was about the Cretan resistance, and if you don't know about the Cretan resistance in the Second World War, then it's fascinating. As you probably know, though, the Nazis took over this island in a very horrific way, as they did everywhere, and overruled the Crete, basically. And thanks to a group of Cretan locals who know this island better than any Nazis do, they managed to, with the help of the British as well, kidnap a Nazi general from the town where this folk museum was, called Archanes, and smuggle him over the mountains and onto a boat and off the island. What it did was, it showed resistance, and it showed the rest of the world that the Nazis can be beaten and they can be ridiculed, and give give other places the confidence to resist. And although it wasn't single-handedly the thing that helped win the war, it was one of many different things around the world that helped win the war, I believe. It's an incredible story. It goes a lot more deeper than that. And for me, it was very special to be able to stop in that place and see there was a rug that was made for the Nazi general, a carpet that was made for the Nazi general in that specific museum. Along with other artefacts as well, and pictures as well of some of the Crete resistance, and a monument in the town. It was a monument for the specific place where the Nazi general was kidnapped. So very, very cool, very happy. That was the book that I read, Natural Born Heroes. Anyway, moving on to here, we're in a place called Plaka, and Plaka is opposite an island called Spinalonga. And Spinalonga is a book that Janine read, and it's also a really good one. I've not read it, but from what Janine's told me, it's amazing. I'm going to read it. But it's a fiction based on a non-fictional island, so something real events, a real island. And we'll explain more about that when we go and see it now. We're going to take a little boat ride over to it.
Let's go to the island. Did you explain?
I did a little bit, yeah.
You'll have to explain
a little bit more, though.
Yeah. All right, then. So we are here. I can't believe we're here. I'm so excited. We are actually opposite an island called Spinalonga, and it's an island that was written about in a book by Victoria Hislop. If you've read it, it's called The Island. If you've read it, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about, and you'll probably be really excited, just as I am, because it is one of the most amazing books. The way that she describes the island, what happened on the island, it's really interesting, and the surrounding area, including the mainland bit as well, is just gorgeous. Her description of it is gorgeous and really, really interesting as well. And that's where we're heading today. I can't believe it. I never thought when I read the book that I would actually ever go to the actual island. I didn't realise it was on my bucket list, but it's on my bucket list now because I'm going to tick it off today. So anyway, we're heading to where she writes about also on the book, this little village, and that's where we're going now for a cup of coffee.
So you've probably heard us mention Surfshark VPN before, who are partnering with us on this video. Surfshark VPN is a virtual private network. We use it to protect ourselves whilst we're surfing online, whilst we're travelling, especially using public Wi-Fi, which I don't know if you know, that's when you're most at risk to have your information stolen by hackers and online attacks and all that sort of business. So just by downloading the Surfshark VPN app onto your devices, it protects you from those attacks, meaning that you can surf with safety. And we know by now that a lot of you are cottoning on to the fact that you can use Surfshark as well, toggling through the countries to tell the internet that you're in a country that you're not. The benefits being that you can watch the Netflix series you were watching in the UK or any other streaming services you can watch whilst you're on holiday or whilst you're traveling as well. But we've been using it for booking ferries and flights and that sort of thing as well. And using the same process, toggling through the countries, you can tell the internet you're in a country that you're not. And often or sometimes you can get cheaper flights, ferry tickets, even hotels. It's a really good travel hack. Surfshark offer a 30-day money-back guarantee as well. And for our audience right now, they're offering 4 months extra of Surfshark by going to the link in the description of this video or scanning the QR code on the screen now or going to surfshark.com/happy days and using the code happy days to get that great limited time offer. Thank you to Surfshark for partnering with us on this video.
Sitting in the little cafe at the port of Plaka, looking across at the small island of Spinalonga, is a poignant part of the book I read, and probably where the author came up with all of her inspiration. However, we are not here today to talk about the book. The true story lies within the actual history of the island itself. Spinalonga is in fact a former leper colony. Leprosy, if you didn't already know, is a chronic infectious disease that can be spread through prolonged close contact with an infected person. It mainly affects the skin, nerves, and mucous membranes. It's now treatable with antibiotics, but back in the day it wasn't, and people with it were sent to Spinalonga to live in isolation. To get to the island involves a short boat ride costing €6 each way. It's only entering Spinalonga that you get a proper insight as to what this isolated island looked like for its inhabitants.
Wow, we're just coming up to the island now. It's so amazing. It's so pretty to look at with such a dark story. It's very strange.
Arriving on the island, we were dropped off by the boatmen, much like the lepers were back in the day. Only for them, it must have been a harrowing experience. There are 2 ways onto the island. An entrance to both of them would have been quite frightening. Walking through a dark tunnel to explore your fate and find out where your new home is, amongst other people with leprosy, decapitated bodies, missing limbs, and yourself, seemingly fine, having just contracted the disease, thinking, is this how I will end up one day? Spinalonga was actually a former Venetian fortress back in the 1500s, and it was only in 1903 that it became a leper colony and remained as one until 1957. Walking through the alleys, streets, ruins, and ramparts here wasn't as intense as we thought it was going to be, because in all honesty, it was quite beautiful. Something about the almost animated-like appearance of the buildings, with beautiful poppies and wildflowers everywhere. We wonder if the lepers here felt the same, or did it feel more like a prison, where they could no longer see their families and friends. When the first people with leprosy came here, life was extremely tough. Food was scarce, and people weren't only sick, but terrified. But to us, it's a beautiful Greek island, surrounded by crystal clear blue waters. It's amazing how one person's paradise can be another's prison. We look out upon this incredible world we live in, and each have a different time based on our experiences, beliefs, and perceptions. A reminder always to treat people with kindness, as we have no idea what they're going through personally. After some time, however, people being sent here built their own lives and communities, and we got a glimpse of their shops, churches, and schools as we strolled round the ruins. Residents of the island were given money so they could buy things from traders who visited. Some got married and even had children here. A trip to Spinalonga is essentially another example of how light can follow darkness and how much human spirit can prevail the worst of diagnoses.
Walking around this island is just incredible. It is actually a gorgeous island. It's so pretty. All the spring flowers are out and the sun's out, it's nice and warm. And looking at all the ruins, it's just very, very pretty. However, obviously, with its dark history and knowing what happened here, it must have been a very different place. But nonetheless, it doesn't have a really dark energy like I thought it was going to have. It's actually got quite a nice energy about it. Apart from the one area which confused us a little bit, the disinfection area. We're not sure, there was a kiln there and not quite sure what happened, whether it was disinfecting people when they're going back to the mainland, or I don't know, or burning bodies or something like that. So that's the only sort of dark bit, really, that it sort of felt dark. But apart from that, the rest of it, it's just gorgeous. And obviously you hear the stories of the people really made lives here and got married and had babies. And so it was a real community. And I get the feeling that they really tried to have a life here, have a nice life here. So, yeah, I hope that they did.
It was time to leave the island and head back to the mainland. It's certainly a lot busier now. I'm pleased we caught the first boat of the day. We were lucky to be the only people on the boat getting our own private ride back to Plaka.
Bit of a mad rush to leave there where we saw a boat in the distance, but yeah, that was amazing. Like, I don't know anything about the island apart from what Janine told me, but now I know a lot. And that's our first sort of leper colony, former leper colony island. It had Alcatraz vibes. And it was beautiful. Honestly, that's all I can say. It was beautiful. I was expecting some bit of darkness or something, but it wasn't like that. It was just, it just shows how stunning Greece is and how diverse Greece is as well. That's a highlight for me so far. That one is really, really cool.
I'm back in the van and I'm about to cook. I'm going to make something really delicious today, and it's going to be a Buddha bowl. So we're going healthy. We're trying to be healthy. I've decided that I'm going to get all the ingredients from a Greek salad and stick them in the oven because our air fryer's gone. I'm going to stick them in the oven and roast them. Have a roasted Greek salad, which sounds a bit weird, but I'm going to put like loads of other Greek things like tzatziki and beans and things like that with it to make a Buddha bowl. I'm kind of winging it. In fact, I'm definitely winging it, but I'm hoping that it's going to turn out okay. So we'll just see.
Okay, so these are the ingredients. We've got tomatoes, beans, dolomades, which is the stuffed vine peppers, spring onions, which I'm not sure if I'm going to use yet, a red onion, tzatziki. We've got this fava bean dip, green pepper, cucumber, olives, and that's extra peppers.
I'm feeling like sunshine, like springtime, like something's in the water and I'm taking a deep dive. I'm feeling so weightless, like I'm gonna make it, and nothing in the universe can take this. I can see it clearly now. Nothing gonna bring me down. I got my head held high. I'm on my way. like a room with no ceiling. Easy breezy dancing for no reason. Stepping up and stepping out, nothing gonna bring me down.
And it's done. This here is a Greek Buddha bowl that I've kind of made up myself, but it's based on a Greek salad with loads of other things. We've even got a fava bean dip as well, and it smells lovely. I can't wait to eat it. What do you reckon, Liam?
I'm so excited. To have a sort of like a plant-based tzatziki, stuffed vine leaves, the lot. It's like a proper smorgasbord of Greek food. I don't think any restaurant could do this, so that's why. Can I eat some?
Yeah, go for it.
Mmm. To have it warm as well. Game changer. Seriously.
I got my head held high. I'm on my way, and I'm following the signs to my happy place. I'm walking in the light of a brand new day, and I'm right where I belong in my happy place.
Okay, so that food was absolutely delicious and I'm really stuffed, but we bought from Lidl this cake and we have to eat it. It's a plant-based tzatziki, I think that's how you say it, and it's like a Greek brioche, and they have it around like Easter time. It's very traditional. Yeah, so we picked it up from Lidl and we're going to try it. The last of the Nutella. Where did we get this from, Liam? Was it Italy? We're going back through Italy.
Oh! Looks dangerous.
It does. Go on then, slice it.
Oh, the smell of that.
It smells good, doesn't it?
Yeah, so it's just like a brioche.
Nice. Oh my God, save some for me. Wow.
I thought this was all for me. I thought it was all for me. You need a cup of tea with that.
Really?
Leper, that.
Is it
Got
dry?
no moisture in my mouth. Spitting feathers here. Leper, that. It might not be for everybody. Oh, we're just walking off the food from earlier, and we've had a pretty chill day today after the island. And just look at that. This is where we're hiking. That's where we're parked down there. And just look behind it. All of that stuff we haven't got time to explore. Crete is massive. Crete is incredible. Crete needs all of your time because it's just so vast. We are merely scratching the surface, and we've been here for what, like over 2 weeks now. Just amazing island. I wish I could live here, honestly. It's one of those islands that's got enough adventure in it as well, where I just feel it's just ticking a lot of boxes for me.
Good night.
Even though this is good night,
Mwah.
even though this is broken, it still does the job.
I think I'll go in my bare feet and walk until they start to bleed, so you can see how far you are from me. Sorrow starts to flood my eyes. There's never room for compromise. Choosing love that lives in love that dies. I will never find
told you twice. Now all that's left are 3x5s and empty frames and thoughts of simpler times. You can't pry it from my fingertips, and you'll never hear from my cold lips that from the start I was never convinced.
Good morning from Plakos, opposite Spinalonga, and my God, have the tables turned today. Flipping heck. It went from being such a serene, calm, beautiful morning, and then now a storm's coming over. So the winds are so strong out there, and the weather's changed so much that I checked the weather app, which is not something that we always do, to be honest with you, because when you're long-term travelling, you don't have to worry so much about the weather. You just ride with it. And when you're on the island of Crete and you've had as much nice weather as we've had, you start thinking, well, this is it. It's going to be like this for, Greece is renowned for having just consistent sunshine and beautiful weather. Wow. Flipping heck. It's going to be now, this storm that's coming over is going to be stuck around until we leave, which is so frustrating. But we've had such a good time, and Crete is such a lovely island, and we've had a really, really good run. So what we're going to do is we're going to go, obviously, visit. We're doing a sort of circular route of the island, so we need to go back to Archanes, because that's where we're getting the ferry from in a few days' time. And we're going to just try and sort of make the most of today, see some stuff that you could see on a rainy day in Crete, which would be interesting. And then we need to go and find a place to hunker down. I think we also need laundry as well, and water, and various other bits that you need when you're doing van life. But yeah, we're going to go and find a place to hunker down, hopefully sheltered from the wind, and ride out the last few days of Crete, hopefully dry and unfazed by this storm. So let's get cracking.
Oh, bye-bye Plaka. I would actually recommend Plaka to come and visit. Obviously you get to see the island, but the actual little village is really cute in itself. There's a few little shops and souvenir shops and there's one boutique and lots of cafes and restaurants. Well, a handful of cafes and restaurants. But it's really pretty anyway.
That was actually a dream park up, because it was the closest we've ever parked to the sea before. So I was dipping in and out the sea quite a bit, swimming and stuff when the weather was nice. And there's a shower on the beach and multiple bins and public toilets nearby. So it's got everything. Really one of the best van life park ups you could ask for.
Leaving the beautiful village of Plaka and heading on to our first stop on this gloomy day, we head to somewhere very appropriate and nostalgic for both Liam and myself.
So, if you hadn't have guessed, we are in a place called Malia. And Malia is, what's Malia, Liam?
It's like the Blackpool of Crete, although I don't know. But it's the reason why we're here is because it's a rubbish day, and going to this is like a British seaside, but a really bad one. And it's full of we've already seen sort of like British pubs that we've gone by and all that sort of stuff. So we're going to go and try and find a full English whilst we're here, and then explain to you why this place is so special.
But first, before we leave, I am actually going to put on my jacket because it's that miserable today. It started off so good. I was so optimistic, and then the clouds came and it's just taken such a bad turn.
Check out my parking.
Wow, that's actually really good.
That's how you do it.
Well done.
Well, this is Malia then. It's flipping freezing. So what we didn't tell you was that this isn't Janine's first time to Crete. She's actually been here before, and on a girls' holiday to this very, very town. And what's really funny about it is, thankfully, she knew that she was going to Crete, but she absolutely had no idea whereabouts in Crete Malia was or anything like that. She literally got on the plane, got the bus from the airport to here, drank solidly for a week. 2 weeks, my God, carnage. And then took the bus and the plane back home, and that was it. That was Janine's holiday with her friend Laura. I find that so funny. So this is the very, very spot. I'm sort of. It's not very nice. It's with all the places being shut. It's not very nice, but I'm sure it's buzzing in the season. So the other reason why this is so interesting here and we love it is because we've been inspired to come to Crete. As you know, in this very video, we told you the 2 books that we read separately. I read The Island. Oh no, Janine read The Island. I read Natural Born Heroes. 2 really, really good books. And something less sophisticated, more recent history that mentions and inspired us to come to Crete is a film called The In-Betweeners. The In-Betweeners being like my favourite comedy of all time, apart from maybe Only Fools and Horses as well. And their first film was set here in Malia, and it's absolutely brilliant. And I don't think the local Cretans actually quite like the fact that it was set here in Malia, because it really rips the lads' holiday apart completely. And for that, it's fantastic. But I love it because it just, it associates this whole experience with Janine as well, and her girls' holiday. So I've been ripping the piss out of Janine for coming to Malia and having a girls' holiday for years, and to finally be in the place where it happened, it's like Holy Land for me. I'm so happy. Is it like how it was?
I don't think we've reached the bit yet. So Liam told me earlier that there's an old town here, and I had absolutely no idea, because I literally went from the hotel to the beach to the bars.
Every day for?
Every day for 2 weeks. And it was fantastic.
But never again.
I wouldn't do it at this age, no.
Oh, you old lady.
I'd definitely have a fishbowl or something. For memory's sakes.
On a hunt to find a plant-based full English breakfast, we walked around the streets of Malia. Malia, once known for its potato production, swiftly turned into a nightlife hotspot during the late 80s and 90s, especially amongst the British, who came here for summer sun. And the Strip, which is the central road leading down to the beach, adorned with various nightclubs, tons of bars, British pubs, fast food, quad bike hire, and anything else that tourists might need for a proper mental 2-week break. We are here slightly out of season on a somewhat dank day, so we feel we can't represent this place for all it has to offer, noticing a lot of the bars and clubs are just setting up for the season. Failing to find our full English, we did happen to find a beautiful taverna offering all the local Greek staples that we're used to on Crete. We started with the classic fava bean dip and bread, then I ordered a plate of bean gigantes, dolomades, fried mushrooms, and Liam got the beans, fried mushrooms and horta, which was new to us but tasted like steamed spinach. Both our plates came with salad and fries. Even though Malia might have some stigma attached to it, we really enjoyed ourselves, and the food might have been the best yet.
Wow, that food was so good. Really, really recommend Animi if you are going to come to Malia this year. Fantastic food, really nice restaurant. But any trip to Malia wouldn't be the same if you didn't check out the beach. And I know the day's a bit cloudy, but we're still going to check it out.
We've got our winter clothes on, so we'll be all right.
The last time I was on this beach, I had a fantastic time. It was amazing.
Oh.
So I really enjoyed my time in Malia, by the way. I know we're having a laugh with it, but it was brilliant. I'd recommend it to anyone who just wants to have a laugh and have some fun. Oh look, it's a little island with a church on it. I've been telling Liam about this little island for years. It's got a little church in it. It's so cute.
It's a really pretty beach.
It's really nice.
If it was, calm, it would be really nice. Ugh.
It's lovely. I can see why I liked it so much.
Well, that's the food done, the beach done, Malia done. It's freezing. It's actually pretty cold today. It's warm, much warmer in the UK today than it is here. We've had a few of them since we've been out here, but you know what? It doesn't matter. When you're doing full-time travel, it doesn't matter. But one thing that does matter is that we empty our toilet and get fresh water and shower and all that sort of stuff, and laundry. So we're going to go and try and find a campsite now. And there's not many on the island. I think I've said before, I think we're going to be going to, if we can find one, that'd be great. If it's open, there is one on the way round, but see if it's open. So wish us luck.
Leaving Malia, slightly disappointed we didn't experience a fishbowl and a boat party. Nonetheless, we moved on to a campsite to hunker down and wait out this really windy weather. Unfortunately, yet again, the washing machine doesn't come with a dryer, which is what we've experienced a lot on this island. So we pass again on the washing. like that much. Stop. So we have arrived at the campsite in our parking spot. It's not bad actually. However, we have not had solar now all day. Mind you, we have been driving, so we should be full of electricity, but we're going to hook up anyway because we can. And obviously we're not getting any solar. So yeah, Liam's just hooking us up now. The campsite, it's all right. But then I haven't seen the facilities. I wouldn't say it was as good as any of the other ones that we've had so far, because we've had some really good ones. But you know, it'll do, and apparently the people here are really nice. So we've got some toilets in here, which look all right. I wonder where the shower, that's the men's. We've got a taverna here, which looks like it could be seasonal. But it's quite nice. This will be really nice in the summer. I'm going to head to the other block because I think that there must be like a shower block or something. But I think that's it. So you've got the taverna and you've got the shower block. And I think the reason why people come here is obviously because it's on the beach. It's right directly opposite the sea. I'm going to show you that in a sec. But it's a very windy day and the sea just looks fierce today. Oh my word. So yeah, this is the shower block. Sink to wash your dishes and a sink to wash your clothes. Outdoor shower. And here are the showers. So you've got your showers through here. Yeah, so this is the shower block. Showers, toilet. And that's it really. I'm sure it looks so much better when it's sunny here. But the main reason is obviously the sea. You're so close to the sea here. Wow, interesting. This, with calm seas, would be fantastic. I mean, it's gorgeous now, but with a lovely calm sea to swim in would be just amazing. So we're about to do something really exciting. What's that, Liam?
Janine's making cookies.
We are making cookies.
Oh no, I'm volunteering to mash bananas, and that's it. So I'm looking forward to this one. It's the perfect end to the day, in my opinion.
So we're making, because it's so windy and miserable outside, we thought we'd have cookies. And we've got bananas, we've got oats, we've got peanut butter, and they're all the ingredients you need. So we're going to make cookies. Okay, so this recipe consists of oats. I think I said this, didn't I? I've already said it.
Just in case.
Well, we've got some oats here. We've looked at some chocolate just to jazz it up a little bit. Banana and peanut butter. So let's go.
We are making some seriously easy to make, slightly healthy, slightly not, banana and peanut butter cookies. The recipe for this you can kind of wing, but as a general rule, I'd say grab 3 bananas and put them in a bowl and mash them up. Once that's done, add 2 cups of oats and mix. Then mix in about 1/4 cup of peanut butter, perhaps a little more if you feel the mix is too dry. Mix it all together and place to the side while you break your chocolate up. We're using dark chocolate, which goes really well with these cookies. You can also add a pinch of salt if you like to.
So whilst Liam's licking the spoon, I'm gonna break up the chocolate. Ooh, it's a funny shape. Look at that. Like sticks. Right, we don't have any baking paper, so what we're going to do is butter the bottom of our baking tray so it doesn't stick and so we don't wreck the tray and the cookies. It reminds me of being like at Brownies or something.
That's exactly what it reminds me of.
Is it?
Not that I ever went to Brownies, but you get me to mash the bananas and saying, "Can you handle that?" There you go.
Right, now your next job, Liam.
No, this is your job.
You've got to put them into little balls
I'm going
and put them on the baking tray.
just make sure my hands are doubly washed.
Nice one.
Good?
Yeah, these are going to be amazing.
We'll see.
It's like you've done this before.
See, I like the way you're talking to me like I'm around.
Amazing. Well done. Now we need to get the chocolate and put it on top like this. Wow. Amazing, Liam. Well done. Now let's bake them and see what they look like.
Proof's in the pudding. I'm really looking forward to this. Now I can see the possibilities and the potential. Go easy, dear friends. Bottom shelf or well,
Top shelf. Okay, that was actually quite fun. I love baking. I absolutely love it, and I've missed it for quite a while now. I know they were just like really sort of simple things to make, but I used to make big cakes actually quite a few years ago. And Liam likes it as well, although he normally does savoury food, and if there's anything sweet to make, I generally make it.
true, you're the baker.
But it's nice to see Liam, because you said that you used to do it when you were younger, didn't you? With your mum?
my mum would bake a lot with us, and especially cookies that my friends were very jealous of. But I always took them in to share them with them. They were like the nicest, better than these are going to be. These are healthy cookies in comparison. I'm talking like big fat American cookies. But that's what my mum, I used to bake with my mum. My mum taught me how to bake. And so I'm really looking forward to these.
I've had your mum's cookies and they're amazing.
They're amazing, aren't they?
Yeah.
My mum does the best cookies.
She
and
does.
she makes them every single time we go round there without fail, doesn't she?
Yeah.
So no pressure, Jim.
Well, you made them. Let's have a look at them. Whoa, they smell good. I'm not sure if they're done though. Maybe I'll turn them around. Maybe they might be done actually. Yeah, I think they're done.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm just going to let them cool for a minute. Here they are.
Oh, wow, they look good.
They look really good, don't they?
Yeah.
They need to cool down a bit, but...
Oh, well, I'll be the judge of that.
Go on then, go for it.
Right. You know what I like about them? You know, you have a healthy cookie.
Yeah.
This doesn't taste like a really healthy cookie, although it is a healthy cookie, if you know what I mean. It's got the best of both worlds.
Nice.
So it's like a treat, but we know it's healthy as well.
A healthy treat.
Nice, thank you.
Yeah, they're really good. Well done, Liam.
Joint effort.
You did really well.
Joint effort.
The cookie team. They're really good, actually. I know what you mean. They're like healthy, but they taste a little bit naughty.
Yeah, it's the chocolate.
We chilled out for the evening, eating cookies and drinking tea, feeling cosy and ready to wake up the following day to see something spectacular.
Good morning from a very, very blustery coast on the north of Crete. We had a nice stay here. It cost us €22 without electricity, €25 with electricity, and it sufficed, although we didn't get our laundry done, which sort of defeated the object a little bit. But our grey water absolutely stank, and we managed to flush it out a bit and have long showers and all that sort of stuff. So it's good. It's good. And right now we are about to sort of officially end our Cretan journey and adventures with probably the most important historical archaeological site in the world, and what I believe that this is probably the best example of it in the world as well, and it's probably the most fascinating place we've ever been to, and we're not even there yet. It's just down the road, it's not far away, about 15 minutes drive, and we are about to go and head to the oldest city in Europe, or was the oldest city in Europe. This is going to be brilliant. I've got a question for you. Are you ready to go and see the most ancient city in the whole of Europe?
I don't think I am quite ready for that.
You don't really know what's ahead of you, do you?
No, not really.
But you game?
But I'm game, yeah, I'm excited.
Let's go.
Let's go.
This morning we are super excited to be making our way to Knossos Palace. As Liam said, It's apparently part of the oldest city in Europe, dating back over 4,000 years and full of mystery. But before we can get inside, we need to find a place to park, and this place is by far the worst place to park in the history of parking. It took us half an hour to find a space, which was our fault for coming probably at the busiest time of day.
2 please. 2. Yes please. So we are made it inside one of the most, well, it is the most ancient city in Europe, the most inhabited place in the whole of Europe for the last 7,000 years. This is Knossos Palace, and it's probably the most epic site in the whole of Europe, to be honest with you, because of how old it is. But there's so much more to it that I think this is one of the most fascinating places you could ever dream about visiting. And I'm telling Janine about it as we're going along. She's a bit like, she doesn't quite know what we're doing and why we're here. The reason why I find it so interesting is because it's an ancient culture that got wiped out, that hit, in my opinion, peak evolution, spiritual evolution, and all the rest of it, and then got wiped out. Some people saying there's like even theories that are saying that this is the city of Atlantis. So the mystery, there's so much mystery involved in all of this. They don't know anything really about it, but there's some really cool things within it.
Whether this was the city of Atlantis or not, this was the seat of a legendary civilization of the Minoan kind, which were Europe's first advanced society, flourishing over 4,000 years ago. The palace itself was potentially the residence of a high priest or king. We walked around the ruins of over 1,300 connected rooms, which, whilst feeling like a maze, is where the myth of the labyrinth supposedly came from, along with the Minotaur creature hidden within it. But that's a whole story within itself. The Minoans were so advanced that they had flushing toilets and drainage systems. They were literally thousands of years ahead of their time, sparking theories of celestial intervention. The palace is said to be built on ley lines with profound energy, similar to that of the pyramids of Egypt.
What makes this even more fascinating is it's unfortified, so it's not set up like for invasions. They're not worried. It's the people who lived here weren't worried about invasions, and which means that and with regards to the art that they got on the walls as well, that they lived in relative peace and harmony. And coming from 2 British people who our history is all about killing people and treating the poor badly and treating each other badly and chopping people's heads off and stuff, this is just refreshing and gives you hope.
Okay, we've just left. I'm not actually sure what to make of that. It was really, really good. It was very interesting.
The thing is, sweetheart, is that the reason why that's different to everything else that we've seen before is they know very little about it.
Yeah.
And that's so you're looking at ruins and you're looking at a general idea of what it could be, yet no one knows.
Yeah.
No one knows.
Yeah.
All they know is they're guessing is that they lived there. There's a culture, an ancient civilization that got wiped out 2,000 years before Christ or whatever it was, or 1,500 years before Christ, and they were very advanced and spiritually, and they lived in peace and harmony. And then you're just going around and just sort of observing
looking at it, yeah. But there were no artifacts or anything, so I couldn't really. It was just buildings.
Artwork. There's artwork.
Oh, there was artwork, but I think it was reconstructed artwork. Wasn't it?
but then if you go to the museum, I don't know where it is. It's all in there still. So it's like direct replicas of it. I thought that was fascinating.
The artwork was really cool.
And there was one bit as well that when we went to the throne room, which is the most debated room, but you just guess that it's a ceremonial ritual room full of the griffin animals and mystical animals. Janine's camera did something really strange when we were in there.
It did something on the way out as we were leaving. My camera did something really odd and turned off and back on again. But before that, some stuff came up on the screen and it was just really weird.
And it's never happened before.
No.
So there you go. And the whole thing's made out of granite like the pyramids as well. So and it's on ley lines as well. So I'm so down with that. I'm feeling all good about it. Really good.
Leaving the palace with full intentions of going to a supermarket and picking up some delicious food to cook, we couldn't find a supermarket en route, nor could we find an open taverna, so Liam just threw together pasta and pesto that we had on board. And given that we were in a storm, and with the winds becoming stronger, we took solace in a familiar bay and hunkered down till the worst had passed.
I can't weather any storm. Before I sleep, hear the crickets, see the moon side by side and through and through. No limit to what we can do. Oh, we know what we have, let's hold on tight.